This is Sonic Adventure. Originally for the Dreamcast, this game was remade for the GameCube as Sonic Adventure DX, and this is actually a port of the GameCube remake for Steam. This game has been ported like 1,000 times, and each port is worse than the last. Anyway, I gave myself basically no time for an introduction, so we're just jumping right into Sonic's story. AKA the only story we can actually play, because he's kind of the main character and whatnot. Wow, look at all these people traveling so slowly in a city. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't look like this place has much of a nightlife, so I don't even know why people are out here. Spooks. Oh, Sonic, you seem to have found your way into Final Fantasy VII. You might want to get out of there.
Yeah!
So, keep in mind, that is basically the first thing Sonic ever said in a game. I mean, I know there were the cartoons and whatnot, but I don't count those. That is the first thing Sonic ever said in a game, and it is extremely 90s. Well, wait, did the Sonic Schoolhouse game come out before this? It probably did. A good thing they predicted he'd jump down right there. He could have just, gone the opposite way. He was on the roof. Alright, water monster that we don't understand. Get over here so we can bring you into police custody. I guess we'll put you in a jail cell or something? Oh crap! Shooting him doesn't work? Well, I'm out of ideas. Alright, we'll just run away and let this thing do whatever it pleases. The city is doomed. I mean, if guns can't save the day, what will? Alright, I could potentially die to a water monster. Cool! Way far out. Righteous, bro. Yep. That sure is an intense stare down. Alright, so, we are thrown right into the first boss of the game, Chaos Zero. You'd have to be pretty bad to die to this guy. Either that, or you don't know how the target jump works. Basically, just press the jump button twice. He does actually have attacks, but I just interrupted his spin attack by hitting him again. And his third and final attack is jumping up on the poles. He's going to try to punch you in the face if he gets near you, though you can actually prevent him from attacking completely by just staying away from him, and eventually he'll get bored and try to attack you on the ground, but that didn't work. So, yeah, boom, first boss of the game, done. I don't know why the police didn't just aim for his brain. That is the obvious glowing weak point. I'm gonna default pose at you. That'll show you, right? Oh no, it's running away! How can I, the fastest thing alive, catch up to this water monster? Oh, nope, it's gone. Oh, darn. Huh. I'm gonna contemplate this for a while. Yep, sure did disappear. Help me, I don't know how I got up here. I predicted this.
Of destruction!
I hope he doesn't hear me, because I don't actually have any sort of self-defense mechanism. I forgot all my robots at home. Yeah, killed the water monster, then actually got away, but I'll just hang out for now. Not like anybody's in any immediate danger. Oh, except my best friend, Tails, who was in a plane that doesn't look like it's doing too good.
Watch out! You're gonna crash!
I love how his face just slowly implodes. That is such a great animation.
Now, what am I gonna do with you?
Well, probably go to his funeral, because I don't think he survived that. And boom, suddenly we're in the adventure field. The adventure field is kind of the hub of the game, but we're not going to be exploring much of it, because really all we can explore is this poolside. The hotel doors are locked, and Sonic can't leave. Oh man, Fox died in a plane crash? Ugh. This is just ruining my vacation, and it's harshing my mellow. Ugh. So this kid is actually the tutorial person, who's got some very important tutorials. I never would have figured this out. If I collect rings, I won't die. Whoa. Also, I think they might have added this into the DX version. Yeah, we don't actually know how this camera thing works, so bear with it, because we can't actually fix it. That would require effort or something, and you know Sega's not really known for that. So, we're just going to go straight into our... we're just going to sink into the ground, because you're not actually supposed to see that, but we're going to go to our first action stage, Emerald Coast. So, normally Sonic games start out at a pretty natural area. Of course, before it was Green Hill, and Emerald Hill, and then Angel Island, which was on fire, Sonic Adventure kinda set a new theme, which is similar, but not quite. And that, of course, is beaches, which I have to admit I really like this as a sort of starting stage. It's all nice and peaceful, and it looks really cool. Of course, other games started like this. Sonic 06 kind of basically just copied this, except made it worse. And actually, Sonic Advance was more or less a combination of both this and the original games. Because not Emerald Hill, Neo Green Hill as it's known in that game, that actually starts at a beach, but only briefly. Not enough beach, 0 out of 10. And of course, this itself is kind of, I guess, iconic? I mean, you see it from time to time, and it's probably the image that's often associated with Sonic Adventure. In fact, I think that's actually on the Steam store page, on like the back of the cover for Sonic Adventure and whatnot. It's really simple, like even more so than the... Water doesn't work like that game. More simple than even like Crash Bandicoot chase sequences. You just have to hold back and Sonic will do the rest. Well, Sonic and the boost pads. And before we leave this area, I'd also like to mention that this area's name is, well, the name of the song is Azure Blue World, and it actually changes for the second section. This is Windy and Ripley. This game has really good music. You should listen to it, because it is good. We also have another song coming up. Instead of speeding up the music, grabbing speed shoes will, of course, boost your top speed, but it'll also play a different song. This song is Hey You, It's Time to Speed Up, which is a fantastic name. And of course, back there was actually a little platforming section over water. There aren't too many water sections in this game. Like previous water stages in Sonic, you can drown, but that doesn't factor too much into this game. And also, yeah, speaking of skipping stuff, you can just completely skip a platforming section and go straight here. And that's what I always do to save time.
Jump on panel number 1.
These weird number panels don't really fit into the theme of the area, but they're kind of just around here and there in Sonic stages of the game to kind of look cool, I guess. Again, Sonic 06 would later try to do this, but just not as well, and having you, like, jump from place to place, because, oh man, it looks really cool. And we're actually done with the stage, because it's a fairly short one. And, oh look, there's Tails. Alright, pose in front of him! Thumbs up! Alright, Tails, I'm about to take you to a hospital. How do you feel about that? By the way, I got 239 rings. Pretty cool, right? Sonic, could you help? I'm kind of clipping into the ground here.
Yeah, not bad.
Sonic, help, please. And we got an emblem. Those do basically nothing, especially in the Dreamcast version. They pretend they do something in this version of the game. It's not really worth getting all of them, though. We'll see why later.
What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot.
I mean, even good pilots can crash. It happens.
That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system.
It's got a few bugs, like the entire plane malfunctioning.
The tornado.
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Came out of nowhere. Blech. Oh, by the way, if you couldn't tell, this game actually uses, like, pre-made animations and whatnot, so stuff like running, standing, Sonic's face just bursting out like that. Yeah, they just had all of that done beforehand, so it's kinda weirdly animated. I absolutely love it like that, though. I mean, people complain that this game is dated, but I think it looks charmingly terrible. And now we can play with Tails. Hooray! But we won't be doing that. We gotta play as Sonic first. And before we get to do whatever Tails wants, we gotta speak to these ladies by the pool. I don't know how you overheard the conversation. You just disappeared into nothingness while we were conversing. Like you were in another dimension or something. And for the time being, we can't go back to Emerald Coast. We can later, that gate'll just disappear, but for some reason they don't want you going there now. You will kinda want to go back to other stages, though. For reasons such as, if I remember correctly, this guy will mention... Yes, the Chow Garden. I'll kind of be covering the Chow Garden a little bit, but not during the story. Those will be in bonus parts. But yeah, those animals we were picking up from the robots we destroyed, not just a little animation like in the previous Sonic game, so, whoops, but instead, we can actually pick them up and use them for the Chow Garden later. But again, that's gonna be a while. And also the animals we're picking up now won't even go into that, because they'll just disappear when I quit the game, so not much of a point. The rings that we're acquiring are also kind of important. Well, that doesn't really sound like a good idea. You know, you should probably have some kind of... You should probably charge people something, but apparently not. What if it's an uncute couple, though? You ever consider that? Maybe there's an arguing couple who is very unpleasant to hang around about. Do you let them go in free? I don't know. So yeah, that's your excuse for not being able to go that-a-way. Can't go in there either because we don't have an ID card. But yeah, see? Bunch of police cars, barricades. There's another little bit of the hub that way, but we're not going there. What do you have to say? I mean, I know these guys look kind of generic, and of course there are a lot of reused models, but they do actually try to have some sort of, like, plot and little storylines, like this little girl right here. Well, I don't think she actually talks to us just yet. Just talking about Robotnik and what a jerk he is. Ugh, that Robotnik guy. I hope I don't run into him. He just sounds like a very rude dude and not someone I'd want to hang around. But yeah, later she'll actually have plot. This game does actually try to do that, which is weird because then you have Sonic 06, which is trying to be this game, but they don't even have these weird subplots, which, again, like the janky animations, I kind of find charming. Well, you do that. We've already gone to the beach, but we're actually heading out, so next time on Sonic Adventure, we're gonna follow Tails to Mystic Ruin, right? Yeah, packed to the brim. Alright, well, we got the train to ourselves. So long!